Penacone's
No.
Germany Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by clock
Oh,
TikTok. After 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much
What?
fanfare.
Why is he being held at gunpoint? Okay, I need to do an entry. I need to introduction. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorie, and today we're going to be doing the 2.2 Honkai Star Rail quest. I'm late to doing this because I did decide to take a break the week that it came out, and I'm doing it now, so I'm very excited. I accidentally started it already, and I'm met with Boot Hill holding Dan Heng at gunpoint. So without further ado, we're just gonna get into it because I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Anyway, here we go.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
Don't shoot Pom Pom. I mean, don't shoot Don Hung either.
Sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you.
He's so pretty with his
Since you already know
bullseye
what you're
eye.
doing,
Bullseye?
I also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility?
Hey, partner!
I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Pulling
For
what
the
out?
last time, state your
Oh, wait, the
identity and
gun.
purpose.
Sorry.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Okay. I got out of...
Galaxy Ranger.
Why did I go there?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
What else would it be called?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit
Sorry.
about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings.
Bull spin? Full spin.
Of
Oh,
course.
I heard
I
bull.
know you won't believe me.
I heard
Which is
bull.
also
So I thought
why,
I thought it was
similarly,
bull. Okay.
I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless.
Let me read the subtitles.
See the bullets
I'm
in
hearing
this
things.
gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a motherfudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath.
I have a good idea.
The Cian Joe really gave this to you guys?
I wonder if this will work.
Muddle fudger?
Did it work?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express. by the
I know I'm not
Shenzhou
gonna do that every
General,
time. That would be
Jing Yuan.
too much.
Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo.
Ooh.
You've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now.
Son of a nice lady.
My informant is a memo keeper.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
This is so scary. What the heck?
Acheron. A befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
Ooh.
Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Wow.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Isn't that Robin? It is!
What about it?
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh, this isn't Robin!
This
isn't Robin!
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. There could be an unexpected treat in store for you. Commotion at the theme park definitely leaves.
This isn't Robin! We're not Robin right now, right? Unless Robin somehow got Sparkle's explodey button.
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
She's breaking character. He's like,
Huh?
what?
What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family.
What?
Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
Oh my god. Like
We're
what?
back to where it all began.
Oh my god!
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
We keep jumping from like...
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. Drawing everyone to the dreams hotel. I
Oh.
intended to call upon death before you arrived.
This was all a part of her...
To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality.
Okay.
But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Interesting.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I'm completely confused. I completely understand. Yeah.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
The way that I almost closed my eyes. I'm going to change the thick and ferocious stage of memory across in your chest, turning and ravaging. Your conscience becomes like scraps of paper. Oh my god. Your voices resonated from the symphony of memory like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out from exceptional clarity. You knew it came from a girl beside you. Your heart's beating to the same. What are we doing?
I never knew you could do this.
Blade?
Do you
In a
driver's
suit and
license?
tie?
I do.
That is...
You have a driver's
surprising.
license?
Why? Because this is Japella, the city
Oh,
of
they're in
sins.
Japella.
No, it's
Okay,
nothing.
but Firefly's outfit is also very cute.
I'm just death you've been looking for.
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
She's
I just wanna
like,
get there
listen,
one
I
first."
get it. I get that you are going through it,
This car has
but
full
don't take me with you.
That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
My goodness.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule, abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap.
It's a cognitive
It was
trap.
made by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances. And
They've
the
kind of already
existence
answered
of
the
this
question
fortress
about
known
death
as
in the
Dreamflux Reef.
dreamscape. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Wait! Look! It's Misha!
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Oh, he can see Clocky? Because didn't some people, like, can they not see Clocky? Could it be?
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably deaf. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death?
Innocent and young at heart.
Dreams, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see.
He certainly violently brings people back.
He's currently busy hosting a visitor from the
Or it looks like he's violent.
Not to be disturbed.
Interesting.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream, but its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children.
He's so
She won't be
sweet.
leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony.
There is
As for the intentions
no
of the
murder.
mastermind behind it all, we're still none the
At
wiser.
least, yeah, like everyone is still like alive.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip?
Now, why is March a ghost?
Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
well, this is how it turned out.
You scared him this badly? Now you shall pay respect to March 7th, the ghost of the Dreamflux Reef. Should I do it? I'm doing it.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you.
Don't make me hit you.
He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Yes.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
Oh, voice sounds familiar to me.
Us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Oh, the Gravekeeper. There she is!
Miss Robin!
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace.
Aww.
I nearly taught them how to sing.
That's so
It
sweet.
was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still
these
relying on their
babies.
own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
Huh?
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charming Festival stage again.
I'm proud of her.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Bitch, don't make me cry.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I like how...
But I don't want to lock
I
it
like
up in
how
a
it says
cage.
kind voice, but like it doesn't sound very kind to me.
Why?
That's very...
We've seen this spectacle so many times.
That's
that
very
we
lovely.
Think it's just something they can naturally do.
Oh!
But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Okay.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it, won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite
Who
understand.
the fuck is Mr. Gopherwood?
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives...
I wonder if this person is,
Should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Could it be...
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Time to wake up.
I was gonna say, could it be like Sheepae?
Huh?
Maybe?
Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now.
It doesn't even surprise me that Sunday is alive.
I'm more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
He didn't get stabbed with a dagger. What?
Wouldn't give me the chance.
Oh wait,
to
he was.
speak. Just tell me your
He meant it metaphorically, right?
The Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am.
Wait,
huh?
what?
No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running
Fictionology.
out. So let's drop the
Okay.
charades.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina.
Oh, wait!
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Wait, didn't we know that?
Rosalina was killed during the War of
Or did we not?
Independence.
Is this for?
She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Oh my god, everyone is together. Oh my god, everyone is together!
I brought Gallagher here.
Look at the siblings! Oh my god!
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So
That's a good point.
made up?
What if you're just fucking around?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything.
Almost everything.
Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
You know, when he said Mr. Wings, I immediately went to Artem Wing from Tears of Themis.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Huh?
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
I love how sleepy Sunday looks all the
Did you conduct
time.
your own investigation already?
I understand. I annoy. I was reading chat.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend.
Oh.
Like you've still got so much to say.
Oh, he's like yearning, huh?
Kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train.
Do you need a moment?
But I remember
Should
your
we
last
like walk
words.
away?
Don't let us down, old man.
Feeling like the third wheel.
What's happening?
Oh. The hell?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone in a garden closest to the full moon and the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker Mikhail Char legwork has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever awaken him.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
As the word cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. Touch the dream bubble in Mikhail's hand. You press your hands against the dream bubble, and the thick, vicious memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. Try to focus and capture memories. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong. You think, holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of Trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
That is weird.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
This is actually, it's kind of sad the way he talks about Mikhail. Like, man.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
I really love that
Yes,
Danhung
my
is
companion's already checked in.
is off of the train.
My name
It's
is
just
Danhung,
like, this is gonna be
and
great.
I believe my personal information
They said it's not
is
too bad
recorded
over
in the
here,
system.
right?
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Back to these muddle fudgers.
I'm Pom Pom. a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
He's so funny.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days.
No, like,
Since there's
I
a
mean, I guess
precedent,
Pom Pom
it shouldn't be a
is,
problem.
isn't Pom Pom like
Just give me a second to
black and
contact
white
your
too?
companions.
A little bit, so I mean, maybe.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
They're about to ask for the manager.
It seems so.
Fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else.
He just asked for the manager!
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head,
Get your
personally
supervisor
handled
on the
this issue
phone right
earlier.
now.
Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I wasn't expecting
she's
that.
trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I love that. I love that scene. That was great.
I have a bad
That was a lovely
feeling about
scene.
this. You tried to contact him on the express earlier.
Two different
but they didn't
personalities
respond.
on display here. It was great.
You're the lobby manager.
He does have a USB port like on the side.
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I mean, okay.
I apologize
Now,
for the inconvenience.
I did not
Please
have
wait
me
while we
relating
try
to Boot
contact
Hill
Mr. Sunday.
on my
I'll
Honkai
arrange
Star Rail
2 premium
2.2
seats
bingo
in the VIP
card.
lounge so you can...
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take
He's so chaotic.
No need for that.
And Donovan was like, we're not doing
We'll
that.
taste the express now.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
What?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's White Oak you just
Oh my god,
ordered?
I love him.
Reported saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
Was it the lesbians?
2 guests?
Is it the lesbians? Is it the lesbians?
Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
Pom Pom is going through it right now. Pom Pom's like, I can't get it under
apologies,
control.
Conductor. It was an oversight on my part.
Like, I cannot
assumed
get
you
it
were
under
already
control. I need
acquainted
to
with the
increase
garden.
security.
Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
How much money does Black Swan have?
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as
Is there about to be a brawl, though?
As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Boot Hill, don't shoot
Greetings.
her.
I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag!
Shirtbag!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
Actually, I was
I
stalking
asked
you.
her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think
Son
I'm
of a
dumb
nice
or
lady.
something? How about this?
I said don't shoot her!
See what's
Oh my god! Not the gay on gay violence again!
Talk about trust.
How long has this reign been going on for?
I used to believe
Hi, Naku! How are you?
that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did.
Oh yeah, this is very ASMR.
Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
Remain fixed on the distance amidst the drizzle of black rain. Countless shadowy hands emerge from the sea. Oh, you know what? This is so funny because I didn't even realize this was the sea until now. And I didn't realize these were hands. I thought these were like tree sprouts or something. Okay, all right. That makes this scene like even creepier.
Let me
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of Adex, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeating the actions of their past
Sin-thirsters.
lives.
Interesting.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Oh.
A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zuro, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I'm gonna remember that when I'm folding my laundry.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
That's a good question.
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer.
Maybe I'm this man.
What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
I feel like this is gonna be
I
sad.
left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Oh, he's in a confessional
My
booth.
kinship. I have sought their presence
Oh.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now to seek atonement for my sins.
I kinda hate this.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Shipe. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere.
This is so... Anybody else, like, get to this part and you just feel like this gross...
Oh, great. You know...
feeling in your stomach?
I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway.
This is so uncomfortable.
I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and... my 2 children.
Oh!
I see. Please.
He sold his children?
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family. Praise the harmony.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it, nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a robo-ball game to catch, you know?
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done?
Oh, damn.
About the Watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes?
Oh.
Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive?
Oh.
Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Oh my goodness.
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours,
that was a lot!
and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions.
He is...
We should experience the dreamscape ourselves.
He needs...
Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
a hug. I think he needs a hug.
Yes.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
Oh, man. Oh.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me.
You know what this reminds me of?
I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's
Reminds
so
me
much
of,
to worry about. Being happy here is pure
Reminds me of
bliss.
the Endless Now.
Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control.
Like,
of my
I really...
life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing
Like,
this bliss?
it's pretty much like the same thing.
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
No?
Robin,
Why would it be Xenoblade 3? That would be really weird.
Here. What an honor.
She's yapping about Xenoblade
Right.
again.
Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all, no. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why
Hey,
you came to
Captain, how are
Penacony?
you?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone.
Oh.
That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so
I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers.
It's never gonna get old for me.
My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance. Well, I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
Oh,
So,
man.
You'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so
I feel like,
tragic.
yeah, I feel like this is...
Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to.
It's very
for the rest of his
complicated.
life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
What does that mean?
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady.
Oh no!
Wait, is that me?
We are running away. We are turning away. Oh, sorry, I'm like in the middle of traffic.
Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
What did she do?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I've no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them.
Is she gonna give them buttons?
If by some
Explodey
unfortunate
buttons.
chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
My goodness. Harmony protesting against Discord means they still use Skype or TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak. She calmed the people down because they all were afraid. Oh, in the beginning of the thing, the beginning of the quest. But she gave them all explodey buttons. The way I was struggling hearing them over the loud ass traffic at the GOGs. Oh no. Yeah, Sparkle is tiny. There's lore about the propagation. You just have to play the SU to unlock the lore, which can be a bit tedious to clear. Okay, gotcha. Right.
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts.
Oh, he's not into sweets anymore?
Like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream,
that's
he might have completely lost
kind of what I
himself.
was saying. It's complicated.
That might be true, but
I do understand what Robin is
without
saying.
Penacony, he could have chosen another path.
But
as far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting
that man
the
was a perfect
rehabilitation
example of it
techniques for
being
a
like
long time now. That path may have been more
a good
ordinary and
choice.
challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future, or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky.
This is very thinky.
Even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Oh my goodness.
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
Oh.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. How can I become
He really wanted everybody to live in peace.
Maybe.
And I feel like
You will have to become a star.
I feel like he's still trying to pursue that, but I feel like in a way it's, I don't know, like it's
You're
definitely.
back sooner than I thought. Any
Hold
results?
on. I want to catch up on chat because I do feel like that that was another conversation that was so interesting and so complicated, because I feel like both of how they feel are completely valid. And I think that obviously Robin feels like there is hope for people, and she feels like everybody has everyone has a chance, and they shouldn't be essentially like stuck in something that isn't realistic, I guess, but I feel like Sunday is essentially saying like, no, not everybody, like it is what it is. Like not everybody has that chance, and some people are literally like born this way, or like this is what happens, and so there's nothing wrong with what they're doing.
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination.
Sorry, I'm not gonna play the entire
Path
thing.
Mikhail left for you.
Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Oh, damn. Oh, we're dancing. Oh my god, it sounds like we're at the club. Holy crap. It's giving Sonic the Hedgehog right now.
Time for this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair. Astoundingly, he overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
Time is of the essence. Let's make this quick.
No. 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 No! No! I'm really going through it right now. I'm like, no, I do have a feeling it's probably Luca. I mean, if it's like a fighting competition, then it would make more sense. It would be like Luca. Okay, maybe it's... I think I'm just going through it a little bit because I'm like shaking. I did not, like, what? What is he doing here? I was joking. I was like, oh my. Wait. Is my game broken? Or is he not voiced? Is my game broken? Do I need to restart? What? Wait. The way that I'm like so happy, but I'm also heartbroken. Why was he bugged? I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel like what is he doing here? What is he doing here? What is he, like, I'm not upset, but like, oh my God, y'all, I have been fucking yapping about him for like weeks now, and I kept being Delulu, and I was like, oh my God, wouldn't it be so silly if like he was like friends with Boot Hill, and like Boot Hill called him over, and then that was how he made his entrance into the main story, since he hasn't been in the main story yet. But he's here in the main story, and this is so weird that it's because he's in a talent show or whatever the hell this is, but he's in the main story, but he's not voiced because it's a bug, and I'm like going through it. Sorry. Oh my God. He's so pretty. Okay, I do not deserve such praise. Unfortunately, that dashing IPC ambassador whose radiance matches that of... What are you implying? How? Wait. Huh? Did he meet Adventurine before Adventurine went... Wait, no, because he said, hold on. Sorry, I'm thinking. No, because he knows that he can't come back up. Huh? Wait. Because Adventuring can't talk to anybody right now. Did he go down? How did he go down there? Was he there? Did he know him before? I'm gonna throw up. My brain is doing zoomies because I'm like, okay, so maybe he knew him Adventuring before. Like maybe he knew Adventuring before he's there. And like, that's how he knows of Adventuring there. But then he says that he wished he could partake, which means that he knows that he's not available to partake because he's there. But Adventuring can't talk to anybody unless they're there. Did he go there? And he came back? Isn't that not possible? Unless you're like Acheron? Because she's an emanator. So like it makes sense that she could come back. Is my theory that I theorized for like when I first met him, is it real? Is he the emanator of beauty? Like he really like, oh my god, he really said that Adventuring is beautiful and he's so radiant and he's so dashing. And I'm sitting here spiraling over this. What is wrong with me? Why can't I be normal? Oh my god. But no, why does he know that? How's he know him? What happens is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Code of Chivalry with you both. I will do whatever you want.
Behold, this symbol of pure...
Again. Just in time.
We get to hear his song! May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty.
No, don't go. Don't go. Oh my god. I'm actually so proud of that shot. I don't even remember what we were doing.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival.
Oh, it's Sunday.
Before entering the Grand Theater.
Where are we? Who?
I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
What are you doing here? You already worked things out with the Dream Master. All I get are sincere congratulations. Where are my stellar jades? What if I say it? What happens? I also have dinner here. I'm gonna try and eat at the same time.
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer?
Are they gonna make us?
A dystopia for the survival
Wait.
of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
There's nothing wrong with being the fittest. A sweet dream paradise doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm gonna say that. Listen.
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
Sunday?
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
Well, that sucks. You want to talk terms with us, stop beating around the bush and get to the point. Get Mr. Yang back to us now. Talk terms.
Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps, and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
You've imprisoned us? Who in their right mind would expose their inner self like this?
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you.
Oh, not
I believe
him
after
sharing
going through
his
similar predicaments,
trauma
you'll be able to
stuff
better
with us.
understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony,
he's...
saw that we siblings had
I wonder
no
if
one
this is
to
the
turn
first
to
time that
when
he's
took
ever
us in.
had a chance to just go over the things that he's
Later
experienced like this.
Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim.
But the future is ours to decide.
Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
I'm gonna do it.
Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling.
Listen!
From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Vossicle scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the Huntington winged snake. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little Charmony dove. A painful death. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, let us advance to the second decision.
Sorry.
This time, it's the story of a dream chaser.
This is making me nervous.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life, except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children.
Oh, this guy.
He said
Okay.
he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. What the fuck? He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those
He's
pig-headed
gorgeous.
hounds.
He really is.
After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now,
Man.
I'd like you all to make a choice.
I don't like
Will you
it.
do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes?
Video game good, yes. I'm gonna do it.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox, not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream. Should he be apprehended? Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies.
Oh my goodness.
Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray
Oh.
no such compassion.
Okay.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
Oh.
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences. Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
I'm gonna support Robin.
I see.
No, it was a different place, Mystic.
I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all.
Aww.
We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, There are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the
Sunday
face of the
today!
new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days.
Sorry, I was thinking. Oh my god, it's Sunday today.
Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
That's a big ask.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up
I love
to another to
Firefly.
decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak?
Oh, I love Firefly!
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
Oh my gosh.
A train? Could it be?
He's supposed to be on the express with us.
How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name.
Oh.
The Watchmaker.
Okay.
So,
okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
That
All
legendary
right.
figure.
Things
no
are.
more.
I was connecting things in my head.
I'm only a
Wait.
reflection of his life.
Okay, I could be, my memory might be a little funky with this, but did Gallagher, when Gallagher was telling us about the Watchmaker, what? Wait. So Mikhail isn't like his grandfather? No, you said he was adopted. Is there two Mikhails? am I getting my wires twisted? There's two Mikhails. Okay, so there is two Mikhails, but this Mikhail, who is Misha, is actually the Watchmaker, whereas the Mikhail that's his grandfather, it was not the Watchmaker. Correct? People are allowed to have the same name? No, they're not, because it's confusing when they do. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put two and two.
As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream.
The fuck?
A friend of Clocky. A young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this
worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy. I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
Kale, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka.
Okay.
So why can't it be me, Misha?
So we have Seafair, Mikhail, and then we have Mikhail, Char, Legwork.
And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Okay, he's aging.
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train?
He kind of sounds like Welt's voice actor a little bit.
Mechanic now. As the conductor,
the
I'll do
navigator.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, Legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
Okay. Now he's an adult.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are
you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip.
Micah?
Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Oh.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh.
Oh, you're here.
Wait.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
Okay.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef.
Aww.
Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night.
So Clocky is like
The compass.
an imaginary friend that like
sail
coalesced,
together.
I guess, for...
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass.
So, your name should have been Compassy.
Sorry.
And the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mikhail the Seafarer, who was the grandfather, and then we have an adopted Mikhail Char Legwork, who is actually Misha, like our Misha, playable Misha. I guess it was like his nickname, right? And then so he aged. He was doing all of the Watchmaker stuff. Seafarer Mikhail died or disappeared. As he continued aging, he came across whatchamacallit. Well, Micah is, I don't because we ran into Micah already, right? And I'm trying to remember, like, if did he say anything? I can't remember. And then there's Gallagher. So the Mikhail that Gallagher has talked about, and the Mikhail that we saw in the chair, that was actually Misha, like our Misha. Oh wait, and then I have to read this. Let's see. This is take a rest in the moonlight, then wake to weep. Excuse me. Dear Future Nameless, I have been waiting for you all this time, Future Nameless. Though I know not where you come from, what you look like, or even your name. From now, please allow me to call you the Trailblazer. I am sure you have learned of who I am by now, a formal Astral Express maintenance engineer, an apprentice of little promise, and an old man who lives an entirely unremarkable existence. I set out on trailblazing journey so I might learn about life itself and everything within. However, the more I learned, the more I found myself lost in confusion and distress. I thought that I would be able to learn how to live a better life, but all I learned was how to elegantly face the ending fate has paired you with nihility. Everyone in life will eventually find their own answer, to resist or to obey. Fate? Is this a typo? But these questions do not belong to Trailblaze. Although I fear this question may simply be too profound, I fear even Akaveli themselves would not be able to provide a single answer that is unique to Trailblaze. However, as a nameless, as a person, we have the right to reflect. We have the right to act. We have the right to define our own endings. We have the right to move forward. As we advance down the road to our own ending, there are many things that people are capable of, and our endings will thus take on a completely new meaning. A nameless does not indulge in temporary dreams, nor would they forsake their birthrights due to pain and suffering. Do you still recall the question I left in my invitation letter, Trailblazer? Why does life slumber? People slumber so that eventually they can awaken from their dreams. This is the answer that an old nameless devoted his entire life to finding. This is like the... what is it? Hold on, is this the right word that I'm thinking of? I need to go to dictionary.com. The antithesis of everything that Sunday believes right now. I thought that I turned on RP walking, but like okay. Oh no!
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh no!
So, we'll set out again when you're rested?
Oh no.
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is where it ends? What do you mean, Misha?
Oh no.
You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird today.
If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation.
I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't.
They gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
I
Just like
can't.
your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Fuck.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
Oh!
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Okay. Stop! I'm screaming. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh my god, this is the dog and the Clocky and the Braven and the bird in the cage and oh my god, look at the pictures on the wall. We see there's Acheron, there's Venturi, there's Sparkle, there's who is that down there? Cool, and then we've got fish and the bubbles. This is so neat. This is so neat. Oh my god.
Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me.
she's...
May we meet again in reality.
Oh, she's so cool! Oh my god! Oh my god. I love her!
After today, Japel... I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun.
Did you just fucking die?
Bathed in my
Oh!
light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated. Seventh day. Cheers and chants reverberated in unison.
Oh. Ooh, I gotta go. I got to go.
Look, there he is!
That concludes everything related to the Order. What are your reflections on this, my dear guests? Nevertheless, this is but a trivial blip in the annals of galactic history. What truly matters is the course this river shall take in the days to come. You've arrived at the perfect moment. The Charmony Festival is about to commence.
Now where's the
and it would be
sign
a
of
shame
she?
if you were absent for the Harmony's prologue. Allow me to extend my warmest welcome once more. Welcome to Penacony Theater, the very core of the Sweet Dream, the abode of the Stellaron, the grand stage of the Charmony Festival, and the very place where the future of Penacony shall be determined through conflict.
And the very place where your schemes get smashed to smithereens. Why did you invite us to this duel? Where is the Stellaron? Why am I not seeing it?
It hides behind the curtain. Or rather, it is the theater itself. However, if you want to see it, you must display faith equal to its immense power. True goodness can only be achieved through faith.
Allow me to point out that falling into a permanent slumber is not happiness, especially when those people are driven by someone else's will in their sleep.
Do you still believe that the Order only seeks to control the universe as their puppet, Himiko?
No matter how perfect your vision of paradise may be, a cage remains a cage.
People will never achieve true happiness in a world like that. They would just be toys for the Eon.
It seems you have misunderstood my intentions. Allow me to clarify. My desire is not to resurrect a fallen Eon, or become one myself. My sole objective is to create a paradise free from Eons, where the Order ensures the dignity and happiness of all humanity. A paradise exclusive to us human beings.
That's not the case. If people are to live with dignity, there must be nothing and no one above them. In your so-called paradise, you would be the one reigning supreme.
Looks like we won't be able to convince each other. Now that our conflict has been destined, let's unveil our paths and reveal to the universe the true path. However, before the prelude to the future begins, please take a moment to ponder the questions I've posed. Is darkness equal to daylight? Are sinners equal to the righteous? If you are born weak,
which god should you turn to for solace?
I'm planning on E6ing
I already
Argenti.
know your decision. I now permit you to gaze into the sun. On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful springs of harmony are at my disposal. Supreme Tuner.
Ooh, Stell looks horrified.
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Oh! 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 He's with his boyfriend! Ah! Print screen! Print screen! No, I pulled up the print screen! Am I taking screenshots? Oh my god, I don't think I got the screenshot! Fuck. I don't think I got...
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt!
I'm gonna have to go back to my VOD and take screenshots of that because I don't think my screenshots were going through.
Can you hear me? Do you remember your name? And now that you're awake, you should tell the crew that you're all right. Come with me.
I thought that boss fight was gonna be longer.
Not going to come chat with me, sleepyhead.
Or maybe that's not it.
Here's the galactic baseballer, the paragon of both heroism.
Yes, he used my title.
Are you okay?
He's out. He's out. He is out. He's out. Oh my god. 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 I'm gonna talk to them. Okay, I can't.
It's been a while, my Astral Express friends. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Lawfu. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all sides.
Oh my god, he's out.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure, leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's Council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolutions. In light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony sovereignty and offer unconditional support of the family's rebuilding efforts on Penacony.
Now that's something.
So the IPC does see the big picture, huh? What's in it for you guys? Doesn't that mean Adventure took a hit for nothing? I'm gonna...
Well, if that's what it takes to bring peace to the entire universe, it's a price I'll gladly pay.
Aww.
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? Then it's our turn. The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction of Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Screwlum.
Screwlum is
Enlighten us,
here.
please.
Dr. Retweet looks like he's disassociating a little bit.
Never mind. At the end of the day, this is a positive outcome.
What if we're still in the dream?
The first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka, a planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there. Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable nameless Mikhail.
That's the planet that Mikhail was talking about. Because he said he came from
agate world Melustanen.
He came from a water planet.
It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended.
What?
Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure.
What?
The third
choice is Edo
I choose one. I choose one already.
Storm region, currently
No.
under assault by the Antimatter Legion.
No.
However,
No.
the distress
We're not
signals
going
from
there.
have recently
No.
ceased,
Absolutely
prompting
not.
the IPC's
No,
wish
no,
for us
no,
to
no,
check in on
no.
the situation.
Wait, however, the distress signals from there has recently ceased, prompting the IPC wish for us to check in on the situation. Absolutely the fuck not. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there.
The last choice, courtesy of
We're not
Black
going there
Swan,
either.
is the glass belt Petravia.
We're not going
a
there.
massive belt of
Yes.
I personally think the situation
Shut the fuck up.
on
You're going off of my list for my favorite characters. Off of my list, March. I've had enough. This is it. Last straw. I can't believe
This
what?
navigation meeting is adjourned. I'll go check the warp jump.
Is this
coordinates.
canon?
Everyone can catch up on some rest in the meantime.
Is this
when
canon?
It's time to make the jump. Pom-Pom will
Oh my
make
fucking god!
There's still some time before the jump.
Oh my fucking god! Are we really? Are we really? Are we really? Is it true? Or is it just because I
How about
chose
a
it?
chat?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! So, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I have a very strong feeling that he's like next patch. Especially if we're going someplace else. Like we're going, oh my god. I swear.
Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions.
Wow. Okay. We're getting credits? We're getting credits. Okay. The question mark for March. Oh my god, the full name for Welts. Question mark for Acheron. Oh my god, it's going so fast. Gallagher. Dreammaster, Sunny Star, Goverwood, Dreammaster. Okay. Argenti! Script supervisor Elio. In loving memory. Oh, what the heck? That was great.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. If you can pick the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds. You're feeling very relaxed now, aren't you? So, then, it's time to tell you a little bedtime story.
Oh, I thought we weren't gonna get it. Huh?
Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony failed, and no one survived. But don't panic. The truth, as horrifying as it may be, is not yet irreversible. There's still a glimmer of hope, and that's why I'm here. Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything that happened before. And when this story reaches its end, I'm sure someone as clever as you will notice that. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced, yet within that flaw lies a glimmer of hope. Are you ready for it?
What is going on?
Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream. You were bewildered.
That was the
then,
very beginning.
And then a Galaxy Ranger named Acheron showed you a way out. When you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation with Aventurine, an IPC representative. Thankfully, Acheron appeared again and helped you. After that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle disguised as Sampo and accidentally entered a child's dream. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan, but that resulted in an accidental death. Even more unsettling, you soon encountered another murder. The 2 cases of death prompted you to investigate the truth behind the sweet dream. Despite your efforts to gather information about the 2 victims, you didn't make much progress. But you did learn about the Watchmaker from Gallagher. Meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the pawns. In the midst of a fierce battle, Acheron revealed her true identity as an emanator of the Nihility and unsheathed her
She is
sword.
walking us through the entirety of
That strike
the Penacony
foiled
story.
Aventurine's
I love
plan
this.
and opened a passage between the sweet dream and the original memory zone. Upon your arrival at Dreamflux Reef, you learned the truth that death was actually dormancy, as well as the truth about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, and the bellboy, Misha. You split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron. However, it turned out that Sunday and the Dream Master had their own hidden agenda. And you had to engage in an ultimate duel on the stage of the Charmony Festival. Finally, the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over the Order, and Penacony embracing a bright and peaceful future. The major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides in this story.
Okay, I gotta pay attention to what she's saying before I get lost. My first encounter, wait, the major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides in this story. My first encounter with Misha at the hotel, I was attacked by Sparkle disguised as Sampo. The fake deaths of Firefly and Robin. Acheron unsheathed her sword and revealed the power of Nihility. Death is the disguise of dormancy. The major flaw, which contradicts all of the known information, hides in the story. No, she's like, you've already noticed that there's something unusual, haven't you? And it's just like, there's something unusual? There is? Wait, is it Misha? Is it Misha? Because Misha didn't Misha was only in the thingy? I'm gonna say Misha.
Little Misha. Or should I call him the Watchmaker? He's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble, but his ambition for the Trailblaze led him to leave the bubble and embark on a grand adventure in Penacony. While Misha is a rather special memory zone meme, and he was granted power by the Trailblaze, there's still one thing that he shouldn't be able to do.
He's not supposed to be in the real world, right?
A life born in the memory zone could never manifest in reality. So, why did he appear in the Reverie
Why was
Hotel
he there?
in reality? The answer is simple. He is the one fatal variable that contradicts all our known information. This means that you, who wholeheartedly believe in this memory, are still trapped in the dream.
Oh my god!
At this very moment.
Okay. Oh my god. Do y'all remember like a little bit ago where I was like, I bet we're still in the dream. I was like joking. I was joking. But it's so funny. This is so fucking funny. First streamer that got that right the first time is actually one of the very few people, myself not included, that actually caught that Misha couldn't be in the Reverie in reality. I mean, he mentioned that. Well, he mentioned that he was born in the dreamscape, and when you're there, you can't leave.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4,
Man, y'all are really good at playing along. Like, y'all really... Oh, are we interrupting?
Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Are we interrupting?
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
The deja vu is strong with this scene.
I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Girl!
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away.
All of this is just a dream. Did I fall asleep on the express? I'm now back at the beginning of the story. Oh my god.
I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's Memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality.
Oh boy, that's not
and
good.
And that included a lot of Memoria from the Beyond the Sky Choir. As time came and went, the dreams eventually became indistinguishable from reality, and reality became an illusion. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
Man.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever.
Fortunately, while the path of the Order governs all things, it can't affect the Nihility. I came to realize this when the Dream Master tried to expel me at any cost.
This is also why you felt a sense of peculiarity when traveling with her. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
That is so clever.
For mortals, even if they possess the great power of a path, they can't create a flawless world like gods do. That's why there was a flaw in your dream. In other words, once you have realized the world is not real, you'll have a chance to break free from the dream.
The flaw in your dream lies within Misha, who could have never appeared in reality. When I turned the pages of your memories, I realized that I was in an illusion too.
Now Sunday has usurped the power of the Harmonious Choir through the Charmony Festival.
Yeah, endgame.
Asdana has thus fallen into Enna's dream, transforming everyone equally into the notes of the Aeon. Failure doesn't mean weakness. Only the strong can gather the will to resist the Order and try to break free. We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will.
Finally, you've arrived.
Let me introduce you to Robin. She woke up from Anna's dream by her own will, and it's this tough lady who led us here with her song.
What?
I woke up for the same reason as all of you. In the dream, I experienced something that could never occur in reality.
Are we going to lock it up in a cage? I want to see it fly freely in the sky.
Please extend your hand, and then close your eyes. I'll carry your wish with me and fulfill it. Only then will I be able to put an end to the final regret by the Dead Sea.
Oh.
Will I ever see them again?
Yes, that is certain.
Oh,
because
okay.
It was you who told me about the Express. Your
Oh.
2 former companions.
Okay.
The expedition cut short by the swarm. Your narrow escape from death. And your encounter with the Galaxy Rangers. And Penacony. The hometown to which you could never return.
Is this...
Yeah. For countless times, I got rejected by the family and had to pass it by. But I knew that my companion was still there. Mikhail,
I was gonna say, is this
are
Tiernan?
you still there?
Take my hand and come with me. We will leave this place.
Oh my god,
We'll
she's...
embark on a long, long journey, shrouded in darkness. But fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. That's the color of existence. Follow it, and it'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight.
Thank you.
She's
May death be the end of your boundless dream.
Oh.
Guiding you back to the waking world. Welcome to the horizon of existence. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. And it's also an exit out of the nihility for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here.
Always distinguish between reality and imagination. All right, Gray.
What?
Life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our soul.
Oh, not a...
May your schemes be forever concealed.
We're seeing everybody from Penacony! It's...
Anna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
Oh my god.
The imperfect tomorrow.
To the imperfect tomorrow!
I still remember the question on the invitation letter. Why does life slumber?
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet, but we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. Leave this place, return to where you belong, and awaken Penacony from this dream.
Will you come with us? What if folks don't want to wake up? Will I get to witness your hidden power?
As I said, our plan is not about convincing everyone to choose the right path, but about inspiring them to save themselves. So, when will people actively save themselves? The answer is when they are in desperate situations. Like a drowning individual in the deep sea. When one's body and mind bear immense pressure, agony, confusion, and despair will follow. I firmly believe that. The fragility of humankind often freezes them in their tracks. But in truly desperate situations, they will strive to save themselves. And now, Penacony has enough heroes to lead them forward.
It's through this inherent, self-centered instinct that people exert their utmost effort, even when they know their struggle is fruitless. As absurd as it may seem, it's their resistance. As for now, it is time to guide them, not as a savior, but as a nameless among those mortals. In this way, you will reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. The rain is intensifying. Before we part ways, please allow me to ask a few final questions. So far, you have forged unbreakable bonds with numerous individuals and entities in the Sweet Dream. Might I ask if you fear severing these bonds with your own hands?
I feel no fear.
If there is a vast, lifelike dreamland that is virtually indistinguishable from reality, a realm without death, where everyone can attain the happiness and fulfillment they deserve, living blissfully ever after, I would ask, would you wish to stay?
She asked these questions in the beginning too, I think, right? Because I think I remember, or like something similar, because I think I remember really pondering some of these questions, and like part of me wants to go back and watch my video now because I'm like, what the fuck did I say?
Imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone, and every face they remember. The joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging. All will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey?
I said yes. I would blaze a trail without hesitation. Wait.
I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. What matters is that you've made a decision. Listen, touch, and ponder.
That's what I was wondering.
And therein lies the sensation. Cherish it, because that's what makes us exist. Such is the only answer humans can offer when facing the nihility. If the nihility represents the primal fear of life, rendering any lofty convictions insignificant under their imposing shadow, then behind this shadow, there must exist the most fervent source of light in the world.
Oh my goodness.
Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently approaches the end of the nihility, we must pursue that primordial light.
Think you exist in the nihility, and you watch over others to depart it? Such a task is absurd and meaningless.
Nevertheless, someone had to do it. As for the meaning you mentioned, even if it's a meaningless task, I've come this far, haven't I?
Even if the future you forge may not even belong to you.
It may not belong to me, but it definitely belongs to someone.
What hardships you must have experienced. In that case, allow me to do something meaningless too. Please, do me Lorie. existence will vanish in the next moment. Nobody will remember this conversation or your answer. But I believe that your name should be remembered. And this universe will remember it as well.
For me, some things are difficult to recall. Yet there are others that I find challenging to forget. Such is memory, a creation of the past that blossoms into significance in the distant future. I remember that marks the start of my journey. The origin of the vibrant red hue in my life. And the most fervent element amidst every tempest. That's my name. Raiden. Ozenmori. May. The Golden Dream is getting restless.
Oh, that's...
In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies. And in the end, you will only see in black and white. But please believe me, that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will appear once more. What you must do is ponder its significance, then return to the waking world. That's where we all find our answers.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You've broken free from the dream of order.
That was so cool!
Let's show them a wake-up call.
That was really cool. That was amazing. I don't think I took any damage that entire fight, man.
Music.
There seems to be another kind of sound coming into the Order Symphony. Penacony's first and last disharmony.
The music changes. Stop!
Those imprisoned in their dreams are awakening for freedom.
If we had never experienced solitude, how could we have embarked on different paths? Now, our final talk has concluded. All the work of creation has been completed. The inevitable day has arrived.
Not a phase 3.
The embryo of philosophy will reshape for us all of reality.
Is ruined. My full...
Is full of pain. We won't escape from it.
I love that! Workday without God.
So, why does life slumber?
Because someday we will wake up from our dreams.
The night is still too short.
Brother, the dream is over.
Oh my goodness.
In the first year of the AE 2158, a fiery conspiracy erupted in the land of the dreams.
Christian?
But soon faded in chaos and destruction. Whispers carried the tale of those fateful 48 system hours, when a sun teetered and a world was poised to surrender to its new master. Amidst it all, a body decayed, a pack of vultures gathered, and a brother and sister were doomed for eternal separation. And so, an eon succumbed to slumber once more. Some celebrated this fall, while others mourned. Among the insignificant witnesses, mere specks in the vast tapestry of the universe. It was said that this time, the Eon met their demise with dignity. As the cosmos bathed in the radiance of a pure dawn, a tempestuous storm brewed on the horizon. The chant of everything for the Amber Lord grew ever louder. Yet, no matter how one contemplates it, time inexorably swings Klapot's colossal hammer in eternal cycles. The tale of the Astral Express reaches both its conclusion and a new beginning. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions.
What's happening?
Brother, do you think the stars will fade away?
Where did that come all of a sudden?
Because the constellation that looks like a bird, the Torrid Eagles, looks a bit dim lately.
It's the Torment Eagles. Don't worry, it's still there. It's just it's located in the inner ring of Penacony and can only be seen when spring and summer overlap. As for the question you asked, I think stars do die, just like people. But do you know, sister? No star actually belongs to the present. The light we see from them is from a long time ago. Even after the stars perish, their light will travel millions of light years, spanning countless years, to illuminate the night sky of another world. In our paradise, I believe there will be a star like that, shining with the same light. Its radiance will last forever.
Oh man.
And its name will be happiness.
No, not just one star. We should have 2 stars. Or maybe even more.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a deal.
It's a deal then. This is our promise, and nothing will sway our ideals.
Yeah, you bet.
Is it real this time? Okay, looks the same. Wait, Acheron. Oh, okay. Penacony is Gallagher. Dream Master Sunday Servant. Go for his dream. What? Wait, what? Huh? Dream Master Sunday's Servant. Dream Master Sunday's Servant. And then... enlightened by the remembrance to dominate us up. Oh my god! To seek a broader characters. Try this build. Oh my god! Oh my god! I was getting anxiety towards the edge of the. I can't read out loud because it's going too fast. She found her behind the land of the dreams. Oh my gosh! What? So they found his relics. Okay. Oh my god, that was so much! Why was... Wait, there's no way to pause it too, man!
It's a pleasure to hear your voice again. Congratulations. You've become the biggest
Jade?
festival.
Are you calling just to poke fun at me?
No. I'm just impressed. Not only did you venture alone into Penacony and discover the truth of Dreamflux Reef, but you also managed to escape with the help of that Night of Beauty.
Sorry.
Remember the recording you received from your Trailblaze friend?
It's real.
It's now the most
It's real.
chip in this game. However, this came at a high cost. Losing a cornerstone is a hefty price to pay. Diamond just called a meeting to discuss what to do with you.
Just as I expected. So is Diamond planning to demote me or kick me out of the 10 Stonehearts?
Why don't you take a wild guess?
Well, alright. Then I'll guess. He's going to promote me to P46?
Alright. What will you wager?
Are we talking about a real bet here? I don't want to wager anything just to escape your clutches.
Damn, I thought he was gonna be free of the IPC. This
if it's
sucks.
just a friendly bet, I'll put on the line what I did when we first met. I'll bet my life, ma'am.
Oh.
Interesting. But since it's Diamond's call, no one can predict the outcome. I'm on my way to Penacony. Once everyone is settled, we'll return to Pier Point for the final showdown.
Sounds like I'll be out of the action for a while. Finally, a chance to kick back and relax.
I do think he deserves a break, yes.
Yeah. Leave everything to me and Topaz, child. Thanks to you, as soon as the Jade Stone was delivered to the family's compound, we finished up our preparations. The seeds we planted have taken root. Soon, it'll be time to reap the rewards.
Huh? Let's wrap it up for now. Looks like I've got a visitor here.
I was gonna say, why does it sound like Spurs?
So many surprises today. Didn't expect a Galaxy Ranger and wanted criminal to show up here. One who managed to take out 2 IPC members under the noses of our fleet. Do you understand what that means?
Screw Wubba Boo, I just put him to sleep.
Screw Wubba Boo!
Don't try to intimidate me with that nonsense. Besides, I've taken down more IPC lackeys than the residual value you squeezed. And I don't mind adding a few more zeros to my wanted poster. I have a question for you. Be honest, or I don't mind putting a bullet into your head. Tell me, Waldo Snyder.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No! No! No!